If you're wondering where the Mad2Glad blueprint comes from, you're going to like this video because I'm going to answer that question for you. I am Samantha Moe and I created the Mad2Glad blueprint after my experience working with intense children who had a hard time managing their behaviors, their big emotions. They show up as defiant, wanting to be in charge, or else everything falls apart, oftentimes being disrespectful. And I noticed that parents of these children were feeling stressed out, feeling exhausted. That might be something that you can relate to. And what you have likely found if you're at my site is that regular therapy and traditional methods haven't been working for your child. The reason for that is because traditional therapy techniques aren't addressing the root of the problem, which stems back to what's going on in the brain of intense kids. Intense kids have an overactive fight or flight stress response, which almost shows up as if there's a fire in the brain. Until you calm that fire, strategies such as deep breathing exercises and giving them cues like put your hand in your pocket rather than lashing out and hitting somebody, they're not going to work very well because your child doesn't have access to that self-control. What you've found is even though your child might be apologetic for their behavior later, or you've talked about strategies in advance that they can use, you might be finding that in the moment they're really just not able to access them. That's why I developed the Mad2Glad blueprint to walk you through strategies rooted in neuroscience and child development and one of my personal passions in life, which is mindfulness. When you learn these activities, not only do you calm the fire in the brain, but you help your child develop better self-control, better self-esteem, better ability to follow directions and connect and be respectful. The Mad2Glad blueprint covers 8 pillars of parenting using cutting-edge techniques in all of the areas that I just mentioned. However, 95% of families that I've worked with since 2004 actually only need 3 to 5 of these techniques. But the reason that all 8 are involved in this program is so that you can pick and choose depending on where you're at in the stage that your child is at. Number 1, you'll need to understand exactly what's going on in your child's brain causing them to behave the way that they do. And then you'll want to learn how to layer in techniques that shift that brain chemistry, that calm it, that flood it with happy chemicals rather than the stressed out chemicals, and then lead you down this path of helping your child develop self-control. Starting in class 1, you begin filling your toolbox with strategies that you can use both for yourself and your child to manage really challenging behaviors. Now, if you're here, it's likely because therapy hasn't worked for you, or you want to be more involved. You don't want your child to develop a temporary relationship with an expert and be behind closed doors where you're not really sure what's going on. In those settings, it's really common for a child to be seen weekly or to be seen monthly over a year or 2 years' time. And that's because it takes time for an outside person to develop a relationship with your child. I know that you are expert in your child. You know what they like to eat. You know what sorts of things set them off, even if you don't always know all the behavior triggers. You know when you're out in public, when you're going to have to be cautious because something might go wrong. And that's the point of the Mad2Glad blueprint, is helping you also become expert in their behaviors, avoiding hidden landmines, and really helping them develop control over these big emotions that they have. The way the program works is as soon as you register, you get access to an online members area, which means you don't have to leave your house. It's very convenient. You can watch it during your lunch break if you're at work or at night after the kids have gone to bed. And each of the pillars is a video and audio recording that lasts approximately 1 hour. It's not just theory either. It's really practical steps that you can use week after week, along with handouts and accountability homework assignments that you can use in order to stay on track and layer in the steps you need in order to help integrate your child's brain for more peace at home. You will notice right from class one, as I said, that you'll understand what's going on in your child's brain, your role and how you can help, and you'll start seeing that behavior shift very, very quickly, all for just a fraction of the time and the cost that it takes in other traditional programs. Please read the case studies, check out this site, make sure you feel very well informed. There are articles by parents who have gone through coaching so that you get a better understanding of if it's the right match for you. And make sure you check out the outline so you see what the 8 pillars are and the descriptions of each of them, and even take a note. What do you think are the top 3 to 5 that your family will need? Then you can just click to register right on my website and you get immediate access to everything, meaning you can have all of these strategies nailed in as little as 8 weeks. So it could be about 2 months if you do one of the pillars per week. Or if you feel like you have a couple of questions and you want to make sure that this is indeed right for you, simply click the button to book a 15-minute complimentary Can You Help phone call. I'm happy to talk to you about your child's situation. We can talk about if you feel like it's the right match for you or not. And ultimately, I look forward to guiding you into the best resource for you and your family right now so that you have less stress, more peace at home, and can really revive the joy of parenting. So I look forward to talking to you if you would like to. Otherwise, enjoy the program.